More and more British millionaires are leaving the United Kingdom, taxes are going up, regulations are getting stricter, and the control over wealth is increasing. Last year, more than 10,000 millionaires left the country, and the question is, where are they going and why? In this video, we'll show you the most attractive destinations for those looking to protect their assets, pay less in taxes, and enjoy a better quality of life, a real tax haven, kind of like moving to the Maldives, but without having to win the lottery. From traditional tax havens to up-and-coming options that few people know about, we'll see which countries are welcoming the British financial elite with open arms. Some of these destinations will surprise you. Dubai, United Arab Emirates, a classic destination for the wealthy. Dubai continues to be a favorite spot for many British millionaires for one simple reason: its super beneficial tax policies. In Dubai, there's no income tax, so everything you earn is yours. Plus, the corporate tax rate is just 9%, making it one of the lowest in the world. But tax policy isn't the only thing that makes Dubai attractive. The city offers a level of luxury that's hard to match, with exclusive real estate, cutting-edge infrastructure, and a business world that's always growing. Getting a residence permit is a quick and easy process that can be done in less than 30 days, letting newcomers settle in without any hassle. It's a piece of cake. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Even though Dubai is all about wealth and glamour, some millionaires who have lived there for years have moved to other places because of the lack of political rights, the scorching heat most of the year, and a very competitive business culture, almost like a fierce soccer match. Also, having to prove you're physically there to keep your tax residency can be a drag for those who prefer a more flexible lifestyle, like digital nomads. It's not exactly a relaxing vacation. Despite these challenges, Dubai is still one of the most attractive places for those who want to keep their taxes low and enjoy a high quality of life. In second place, Switzerland, top-level financial security. For those looking for stability and asset protection, Switzerland remains one of the safest options in the world. The Swiss banking system is known for its discretion and security, which allows millionaires to protect their assets from any economic crises or political changes in their home country. In addition, many regions of Switzerland offer advantageous tax systems to attract wealthy residents. However, moving to Switzerland isn't cheap. To obtain a residence permit without a work contract, you have to pay an annual minimum tax, which can exceed 4 million euros, depending on the canton where you want to live. It's like a toll to enter this tax haven. The standard of living in Switzerland is exceptionally high. Cities like Zurich and Geneva offer some of the best public services, educational institutions, and healthcare in the world. The security is unmatched, and the quality of life is among the highest in the world. But Switzerland also has its downsides. It's a very regulated country, with strict social norms and a high cost of living. This makes it less attractive for those seeking a more relaxed lifestyle, kind of like the good life, as we say. Also, obtaining Swiss citizenship is a long and complex process, requiring years of residency and approval from the local community. It's like trying to get into a super exclusive club. Despite these restrictions, Switzerland continues to be one of the most sought-after destinations for those who wish to preserve their wealth with the least possible risk. 3. Spain's sun lifestyle and tax advantages. Spain has become a popular destination for British millionaires looking for a balance between quality of life and tax optimization. While Spain isn't generally considered a tax haven, there are some exceptions, like the Beckham Law. This law allows foreigners who settle in Spain to pay a reduced tax rate on their international income during their first 6 years there, which is a considerable advantage for newcomers. Also, southern cities like Malaga and Marbella have seen an influx of wealthy British residents attracted by the climate, safety, and vibrant international community. Spain offers several visa options for those who want to live in the country. The Golden Visa allows you to get a residence permit by buying property, although the government recently announced restrictions on it. Another option is the non-lucrative visa, ideal for those who don't need to work in the country. However, there are also challenges to consider. Spanish bureaucracy can be complex and slow, and the tax system is notoriously complicated. Also, the quality of public services and safety in some cities might not be as good as other European destinations. Despite these factors, Spain remains an interesting option for those looking for a warm climate, a lower cost of living than the United Kingdom, and advantageous tax opportunities. 4. Portugal overrated or a true tax haven? Portugal has been a very popular destination in recent years, especially thanks to its attractive tax system for new residents. Thanks to the non-habitual resident (NHR) regime, foreigners can benefit from a reduced tax rate during their first 10 years of stay, which allows them to pay less taxes or even be exempt from some types of international income. In addition, Portugal offers several visa options like the D7 and the Golden Visa, which allow foreigners to obtain a residence permit by investing in real estate or investment funds. Lisbon, Porto, and the Algarve have been the main destinations for British millionaires who choose Portugal, thanks to its relatively low cost of living, mild climate, and safety. Some critics, however, say that Portugal is losing its attractiveness. In recent years, the government has changed its tax policy and has tightened the access conditions to some residency programs. Although the country offers a high quality of life, its infrastructure is not yet at the same level as other, more developed European destinations, which can be a deciding factor for those seeking the best in terms of service and comfort. Despite these disadvantages, Portugal remains a viable option for those who want to optimize their tax burden without moving too far from the United Kingdom. For some, it represents the perfect combination of pleasant weather, affordable cost of living, and tax advantages, still hard to find elsewhere in Europe. 5. Greece, an alternative to Spain with less paperwork. Greece has become a hotspot for British millionaires looking for a different choice than Spain, with less paperwork and relatively low costs. One of the main attractions is the Golden Visa, which allows residency through real estate investments, with a minimum of 250,000 euros in certain areas, although in Athens and other popular regions this amount has recently been increased. Also, Greece offers a flat tax system for foreigners, which means that wealthy residents can pay a fixed yearly amount instead of a progressive rate based on all their income, kind of like how income tax works in Italy. Greece's charm isn't just about its tax advantages, but also its relaxed lifestyle, warm climate, and beautiful coasts. Athens, Thessaloniki, and islands like Santorini and Mykonos have attracted foreign investors looking for properties with high potential for increased value. Greece, however, is not without its drawbacks. Its economy, while recovering, still faces some challenges, and its banking system isn't as strong as other European countries. Also, the infrastructure in some areas still needs improvement, which can be a deciding factor for those looking for a high standard of living. Despite these difficulties, Greece remains an option for those looking for a European destination with low taxes, real estate investment opportunities, and a rich and welcoming culture. For those who want to stay in the European Union without being subject to excessive regulations, Greece represents a workable alternative with great advantages. 6. Turkey, fast citizenship through investment. For British millionaires looking for a second citizenship quickly and affordably, Turkey has become one of the most attractive options. Thanks to its citizenship by investment program, foreigners can get a Turkish passport by investing at least $400,000 in real estate, which makes it one of the most accessible options compared to similar programs in Europe and the Caribbean. Istanbul, with its dynamic real estate market, has been the main investment destination for foreigners wanting to benefit from this program. Also, coastal cities like Antalya and Bodrum have gained popularity among expats thanks to the warm climate, relatively low prices, and high quality of life. Turkey offers a unique combination of modernity and tradition, with a rich culture and a growing economy. However, there are important considerations that investors should keep in mind before moving. Turkey has gone through a period of political instability in recent years, and its currency has experienced significant fluctuations, which can pose a risk for those considering holding assets in the local economy. Despite these factors, Turkey remains an attractive option for those who want a second citizenship with access to various international markets and a country with an expanding economy. 7. Eastern Europe, quality of life and low taxes. Eastern Europe is becoming more and more appealing to British millionaires looking for low taxes and a more affordable lifestyle, without sacrificing safety and quality of life. Several countries have implemented favorable tax policies to attract wealthy investors and residents, including Poland, with a tax rate between 15 and 19%, offers a growing economy and a high level of security. Warsaw and Krakow are attracting more and more expats thanks to their modern infrastructure and affordable cost of living, like compared to London, right? A real bargain. In addition, Poland maintains more traditional values, making it an attractive destination for those seeking cultural stability. Estonia stands out for its innovative approach to digital technology. It's one of the few countries where residents can open businesses completely online and benefit from its unique tax system where companies don't pay taxes until they distribute profits. Its safe environment, state-of-the-art infrastructure, and peaceful lifestyle have led more and more millionaires to consider it a viable option. Hungary has gained popularity thanks to its 9% corporate tax rate, the lowest in the European Union. Budapest, its capital, offers a vibrant nightlife, a rich culture, and significantly lower prices than cities in Western Europe. Serbia has also established itself as an emerging destination thanks to its low cost of living and investment-friendly policies. Belgrade, its capital, has seen an increase in real estate investment and is considered a strategic location for those wishing to expand their business in the region. While some might argue that Eastern Europe doesn't have the same prestige as destinations like Switzerland or Dubai, the reality is that these countries offer an interesting combination of low taxes, quality of life, and investment opportunities, leading more and more millionaires to consider it a viable option. It's easy to see why, right? 8. Southeast Asia, a tropical paradise at bargain prices. For British millionaires who want to leave Europe completely and move to a more exotic region, Southeast Asia has become one of the most attractive options. Thailand is the main destination for those seeking a luxurious lifestyle at a relatively low cost. Bangkok offers a vibrant urban life with modern skyscrapers and a booming economy, while places like Phuket and Koh Samui offer paradise beaches and exclusive communities. Malaysia is another popular option, especially thanks to its MM2H program, Malaysia My Second Home, which allows you to obtain a long-term residence permit with relatively low financial requirements. Kuala Lumpur, the capital, is a cosmopolitan city with a mix of modernity and tradition, and the cost of living is significantly lower than any comparable European city. Think like Milan, but warm. Vietnam and the Philippines are interesting options for those looking for a quieter retirement with a low cost of living. In Vietnam, cities like Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City are experiencing an influx of foreigners, while in the Philippines, the beaches of Boracay and Cebu have attracted many British people who want to settle in a tropical environment. Finally, Singapore remains the most exclusive destination in Southeast Asia, but accessible only to multimillionaires. With one of the most advanced economies in the world and a tax system favorable to businesses, it is the ideal destination for those with assets over $20 million and looking for a safe and highly developed environment. Although Southeast Asia is not for everyone, it offers a combination of luxury, low taxes, and a low cost of living, which is prompting more and more British millionaires to consider a permanent move to the region. 9. Latin America and the Caribbean, more freedom and fewer taxes. For those looking for economic stability, low taxes, and a life with more freedom, Latin America and the Caribbean have become increasingly popular destinations. Mexico is a favorite choice for British millionaires. Places like Cancun and Playa del Carmen attract a growing community of expats looking for quality of life, safety, and tax advantages. Panama continues to be an attractive destination thanks to its low taxes and the ease of obtaining residency. The country offers programs like the Friendly Nations Visa, which allows citizens of friendly nations to obtain residency without too much paperwork. Uruguay has built a reputation as a safe financial harbor in South America with economic stability and a reliable banking system. Montevideo and Punta del Este are popular destinations for wealthy foreigners. The Caribbean, with countries like Barbados, Dominica, and St. Kitts and Nevis, continues to be an option for those seeking citizenship by investment and low taxes. For those looking for privacy and financial security, these destinations are becoming increasingly attractive. More and more British millionaires are considering Latin America and the Caribbean as valid alternatives to more traditional destinations, especially those who want a greater degree of freedom and flexibility in managing their finances. Mauritius, a secret paradise in Africa. Mauritius is one of the most fascinating and less explored options for British millionaires, but it's gaining popularity among those looking for a safe destination, with low taxes and a high quality of life. Located in the Indian Ocean, this island benefits from a stable economy and a solid financial system, becoming an attractive haven for those who want to protect their assets and enjoy an exclusive lifestyle, something to make anyone jealous. One of the main strengths of Mauritius is the residence permit program for real estate investment, which allows foreigners to obtain permanent residency by purchasing luxury properties. Unlike other countries that impose strict rules or tax restrictions, Mauritius adopts a welcoming policy for investors, facilitating their settlement and guaranteeing economic stability. The country offers a tropical climate year-round, with beautiful beaches and modern infrastructure, especially in areas like Grand Bay and Port Louis. In addition, Mauritius maintains close ties with the United Kingdom and is part of the Commonwealth, which facilitates the immigration process for British citizens. In terms of taxes, the island has a rather favorable tax system, with low income tax rates and exemptions for some types of international income. However, there are some factors to consider before moving to Mauritius. Despite its stability, it is a relatively small and isolated country, which might not be ideal for those looking for more exciting social and professional life. Although the infrastructure is good, it's not comparable to that of global centers like Dubai or Singapore. Nevertheless, for those seeking a combination of financial security, idyllic climate, and privacy, Mauritius is becoming an increasingly popular option. Advanced strategies, asset protection, and second citizenship. For British millionaires, moving abroad isn't just about changing their address, but it's also a strategy to protect their assets and lower their taxes. Besides choosing a place with tax advantages, many choose complex legal structures to optimize their finances, looking for a safe haven for their money, a real asset shield. Getting a second citizenship is a really popular option because it gives them more flexibility and freedom to move between countries, without relying only on their British passport. Malta is one of the best options within the European Union, offering citizenship by investment in exchange for a donation of about 1 million euros. This lets investors access all the benefits of the EU, especially free movement and tons of business opportunities. Another important approach is asset protection through trusts and offshore structures. One of the most effective methods is setting up a trust in the Cook Islands or New Zealand, which provides top-notch confidentiality and security. These trusts can own companies in low-tax countries like Dubai or Estonia, allowing for efficient asset management. For those with large cryptocurrency investments, combining a Swiss bank account and a company in a low-tax country can be the best way to convert crypto assets into regular money without paying huge taxes. Switzerland is especially interesting because its banks offer separate accounts, meaning that clients' money isn't mixed with the banks and is protected even during a financial crisis. British millionaires using these strategies not only lower their taxes, but also make sure their wealth stays safe and they can access it anytime. In a world where governments are trying to control the flow of money more and more, it's essential to have a diversified financial structure to keep your economic freedom. The exodus of British millionaires isn't a temporary thing, it's a constant trend. Faced with increasing restrictions in the United Kingdom, the wealthy are looking for countries that offer financial freedom, security, and investment opportunities. From Dubai and Switzerland all the way to Latin America and Southeast Asia, the destinations are different, but the reason remains the same: to protect their wealth and improve their quality of life. What would you do? If you had the opportunity to move anywhere in the world to pay less in taxes and live better, where would you go? Imagine being able to choose your dream country, like in Monopoly. Which one would it be? Write in the comments and tell me which of these countries interests you the most. If you want to learn more strategies that millionaires use to protect their assets, don't miss our next videos.